Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 30 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. Problem number 1526. Minimum number of increments on subarrays to form a target array, right? So in this problem, you are given an integer array target. You have an integer array initial of the same size as target with all the elements initially 0, right? So all the elements initially are 0, let's say like this. So in one operation you can choose any subarray from initial, and we have to increment each value by 1 only, right? And we have to return the minimum number of operations to form a target array from initial, right? So let's say this is my initial, and we have to form one target array like this 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2, right? So the test cases are generated so that the answer fits in 32-bit range. Okay, that's it. So this is our problem set. Very easy, right? So initial some array like this is given to us, all the elements are 0, and then some target value is given to us, right? So we have to just return the minimum number of operations to form a target from initial, right? And if you see the constant size, so constant size is large, target dot length from 1 to 10 to 5, and target of I value from 1 to 10 to 5, right? So here if you see example number 1, so initially array is like this 0 0 0 0 0, and then from this initial we have to form this target, right? 1 2 3 2 1, right? So we have to turn the minimum number of operations, right? So before seeing this example, let's see this example, a smaller one, right? So here let me write it here. So initial array is like this, let's say 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0, right? And this is your target, let's say, right? So 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2. Okay, so here tell me how many number of minimum operations that we need to perform so that we get this, right? So here 0 to 1 I need to do, right? So here I can do one thing, like if I choose this complete subarray, right? And if I do +1 on all the elements, right? So what I will get? I will get 1 1 1 1 1 here, right? So this is my operation 1, right? And in operation 2, if just for this element I add 1, so I will get 1 1 1 1 2, right? So this is nothing but my operation 2. So how many number of operations I'm doing? 2 operations, right? So 2 is nothing but minimum number of operations in which I can change this initial array to target, right? I can't do it like this, like if I just pick this first and I make everything 1 1 1 and then 0, right, in op1, and then in op2 operation 2 what I do here, I add 1. Okay, in one time I can only add 1, right here, so it is going to become 1. Then in op3 operation 3 I will add 1 here again, so I will get 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2, right? So here we are doing 3 operations, but we don't need to return 3, we need to return 2 because we need to return minimum number of operations, right? Not this one, right? So that is why this is the answer, right? Minimum number of operations, right? So how I'm going to solve this problem, let's see that. Okay, so here this is your example, right? So here first time, let's say you are here, this is your current element, right? So from this 0, if you want to go to this 1, right, how many number of operations you need to do, right? So in one time you can only do one operation, right? So how many number of operations you need to do? You need to do one number of operation right here, op1, right? If you want to move from 0 to 1, right? Now next time if your curry is here, right, if your curry is here, now your curry is here, but here you become a little bit greedy, right? You see that here also from 0 to 1 I am forming, right? And here also from 0 to 1 I want to form, right? So this, let's say this is my previous element, right? So here this value, prev value, this value is equal to cur value, right? Cur value is equal to prev value, right? So now instead of doing one operation for this 0 to 1, I can take this subarray, right? This complete subarray, right? So if I take this complete subarray 0 0, then I can change it to 1 1 in one go, in one operation, right? So I become a little bit greedy here, right? So now here my cur is equal to prev, right? So I am not going to change any number of operations here, right? Done. Now next time my cur is going to move here, right? So if my cur is moving here, my prev is going to be this one, right? Okay, so now here also if I see cur is equal to priv, right? Cur is equal to priv, right? So if I'm doing 0 0 0, right, I can change all these to 1 in one go, right? In one go I can change all these to 1, right? So if my priv is equal to cur, I'm not going to change any number of operations here, right? Done. Okay, done. Now next time what you do, next time, let's say your curve is moving forward, right? So now let's say your curve is going to reach here. So now if your curve is here, definitely your prev is here, right? But now this time if you see your curve value, right, this is your curve value. So curve value is greater than prev, right? Curve value is greater than prev, right? So here in one go I can do one thing. In one go, in one operation I can add 1 1 1 everywhere, right? In one operation I can do, right? So this is my op1, and in the next operation op2 I need to add one more here, right? That then only we are going to get this 1 1 1 2, right? So here if my cur is equal greater than prev, then what I will do, in my operation, I will add my new value, that is nothing but my cur. Okay, what is my cur? Minus prev, I will add this, right? Because in one go definitely I will add 1 1 to all the elements if my cur is greater than prev. If my cur is greater than prev, definitely in one go I will add all ones because I need minimum number of operations. Then whatever the left out value, that is nothing but cur minus prev, right? So cur minus prev if I do, so that is nothing but cur value is 2, prev value is 1. So I am going to get 1, right? So this one value I have to add in operations and I will get 2. That's it. This is what we need to do. Very simple, right? So I'm taking this complete, I'm adding +1 everywhere, I will get this. And then if I'm adding +1 here, so my cur value initially is this. Now if I add +1 because of this previous, right, so I have to subtract this 1, right? So I'm going to get new number of operations is nothing but 1 more, right, for this particular element, right? So this is your this particular example, right? Same way in this case output is 2, right? Now let's see this example. Initially you have values like this 0 0 0, right? This is your initial, right? I will explain few more examples, okay? And this is your target that you need to form, right? Initially value is 2, then 1 1 1, right? So here in this case, how many minimum number of operations you will do, right? So minimum number of operations you are going to do here is 2 only, right? So in one go you add 1 1 1 to complete sub array, then here you add +1, then you are going to get 2 1 1 1, right? That's it. So in one go complete, and in next operation you just pick this, right? So 2 operations, right? So now how I'm going to do that? So very simple, right? So initially your prev value is 0 before starting, and cur value is also cur value is going to be this one, right? Initially this is your cur value, right? 2, cur value is 2 right now, okay? And here you are at this element, right? So here if you see, this is your cur and this is your prev, right? Prev is 0, right? Dummy value, right? So now here if you see, your cur is greater than prev, cur is greater than prev. So how many number of operations you are going to do? Initially number of operations are 0 plus my cur value minus prev, right? So 0 2 we are doing now, so 2 minus 0, and here 0 plus 2 we are going to do 2 number of operations, right? So in operations I will add 2, right? So here I will add 2 number of operations, right? So this is going to become 2, right? This is going to become 2, right? Done. Okay, next time if I'm moving here, this is going to be my cur, and what is going to be my prev? My prev is going to be this 2 value, right? So now in this case if you notice, right, my cur value is smaller than prev, right? So in this case, if my cur is smaller than prev, I don't need to do anything, right? I don't need to do anything, right? Because if this value is 2, and here only if I am doing the 2 number of operations, right? If here only I'm doing the 2 number of operations, definitely in one operation first I did one operation, right? So indefinitely if I'm doing first operation, in that first operation everything is going to become like this, and then in the second operation that I'm doing for this particular element only, this is going to become 2, and the rest are already becoming 1 only, right? They all become 1 only, right? So if my cur value is smaller than prev, I don't need to do anything, right? I don't need to do anything. Only if here we have 3, right, then I need to add one more operation, right? Because in that case here also I become form 2, here also I form 2, then here I need to plus 1, right? But if this value is smaller, then I don't need to do anything, right? Clear? So that's it. So here we are just going to return the operation is total number of operation as 2. That's it, right? So this is one more case. Now here if you see these examples, right, so very easy examples, right here. So here you have initially values like this, okay, 0 0 0 0 0, and you want to form what? You want to form 1 2 3 2 1. Again you fix your cur here, previous 0. So how many number of operations you need to do to get 1? So cur minus previous nothing but 1, right? Cur minus previous 1 number of operation, right? Op is equal to 1. Now next time your cur is going to move here, prev is going to become here, right? So now if you see your cur value is greater than prev, so if cur is greater than prev, so definitely you have to do one more operation right here. So if you do 1 1 here, so you have to do plus one more operation here to get a 2, right, at this place. So you have to add one more operation here, right? 1 plus 1. Okay, done. And next time if your cur moves here and your prev moves here, right? So now again your cur value is greater than prev, right? So how much? So cur is 3, prev is 2, so again you have to do one additional operation, right? So maybe in one go you do this, right? In next go you add one here, so you are going to get 1 2 2 in total, and then again you need to do one more operation to get a 3 here, right? So you have to add plus 1, right? Done. And now next time if your cur is moving here and previous moving here, so now here I told you that if your cur is less than prev, then you don't need to do anything, right? So that is valid, right? So because let's suppose if in one operation you do like this 1 1 1, then in next operation you did plus 1 here, right? And plus 1 here also, right? So in the next operation you just do plus 1 here. So see 1 and here 2, here 3, and here 2 we are getting, right? In just how many number of operations we are doing, right? So we are just doing 3 number of operations, right? This is op1. Here we add plus 1 to everywhere. Here is op2. Here we add plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 here to these 3 elements, and here is op3 where we add plus 1 here, right? So I'm just uh, showing this part only, right? So we don't need to do anything. Same way if I reach here, your cur is smaller than prev, again you don't need to do anything, right? Because in one go only you are going to change all the elements to 1, right? So total output is 3. That's it. Simple, right? Now let's see this example also. 3 1 2, right? So here initially you have 0 0 0 and you want to form 3 1 1 2. So here first prev here, cur here, difference is 3, so 3 is the number of operations. Then cur here, prev here, you don't need to do anything, right? Then cur here, prev here, both are same, so you don't need to do anything, right? Because here reason is why you don't need to do anything here, because here let me show like this. So in one operation you do this, then in next operation this, then next operation this, right? So here this is going to become 3 1 1, so right, you don't need to do anything. But now this time after this your pre current is going to become 1, and then prev is this one, right? Now if you see, here, if your prev is this, then cur is this. Now if you see your cur is greater than prev, so again you need to do a few more operations, right? So why? So here this is done, right? Now plus 1 here and you did plus 1 here, let's say, right? So you are going to get 3 1 1, right? So now here also you need to do plus 1, right? This is separate, right? So then only you are going to get 3 1 1 2, right? So that is the reason here one more operation, current minus prev, 2 minus 1 is 1, so 3 plus 1 is nothing but 4, so 4 is out. That's it. So this is what you need to do, right? You can try the same thing for this one. Okay, so let's write the code is very small, nothing complex here, only few lines of code. Okay, so let's write it. Okay, so here what you need to do first, let's store the length. Okay, target dot length. All right, and now this is done. Then after that, what you need to do here, int result is equal to 0, right? And then after that, what you need to do, let me just maximize, don't know what is happening here. Okay, int result is equal to 0, and then after that int prev is equal to 0, right? And then you have to just run one loop for int I is equal to 0, I is less than n, and here I plus plus. And here I told you that first what you need to do here, you have to just check, update your char as int char is nothing but target of I, right? And here you have to just check if your cur value is greater than prev, right? Then in that case you have to just update your result as result is equal to cur minus prev, right? And that's it, right? Here otherwise you have to just update your prev as the new cur value. That's it. So this you are always doing, right? So only you are updating the result value when your cur is greater than prev, right? And here in the end you have just return the result. That's it, right? So we are just running one loop, right? So time compressed is going to be O of n, right? So now let's run it. So see, all the test cases has been accepted, right? So now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.